What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Cooking with D Free. Now, as y'all saw the thumbnail, I got a honey garlic glazed salmon that I'm about to cook up for y'all. Real easy to do, not a lot of ingredients. And this is a meal that you can make if you got some people that's suffering from high blood pressure and you want to cut down on the sodium and the cholesterol. So it's real easy, not a lot of work. You can make it with anything. I'm making it with brown rice and some spinach, and you can have that five-star restaurant right here in your own home. So let's get to the ingredients. All right, people, as you can see, it's not a lot of ingredients, not a lot of work. We got 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of honey Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce, uh, 4 tablespoons of honey. We got 4 garlic cloves. We got 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We got a teaspoon of no salt and a tablespoon of black pepper, and then we got a 2 teaspoons of Mrs. Dash salt-free table blend seasoning. Now, as you can see, I said we have no salt, and that is exactly what it is. It's no salt, has no sodium in it, anything like that. Same thing with the seasoning salt. It's salt free, and like I said, this will be something good that you can make for people that's dealing with high blood pressure. We're also going to have a lemon, and as you can see, we got 4 pieces of salmon. And the oil that I'm gonna be using to coat the salmon is actually avocado oil, which is also good for high blood pressure. So let's go ahead and mix this up and get started. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all of these ingredients up for the marinade for the salmon. It's pretty much you just dumping it and going, dump and go. Dijon mustard, we got some honey, soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic cloves, all right, that's it for that. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the fish. Forgot one last thing, the lemon juice. How can I forget? Fresh lemon juice. Save that for my granddaughter. She like eating lemon. Don't ask me why, but she love eating lemon. This last half of the lemon, we're gonna slice it up and use it as a bed for the salmon for the oven. Mix this up. Make sure it's nice and combined. That lemon juice likes to stay at the top, so you got to make sure you mix it up and get it all incorporated with each other. That's it for that. Let's get started with the fish. Put some gloves on. Let me move this stuff out the way. And we're gonna get started with this fish. You can see we got 4 nice fillet steaks of salmon. And this, like I said, this is that avocado oil, all pure. It's good for using to fry up to 500 degrees temperature. We're just gonna drizzle this over top of the salmon. And I know some people's like, why are you drizzling the avocado oil over top of the salmon instead of putting it in the marinade? Well, the oil is basically just used as a binder to keep the seasoning on the salmon. That's all we're using the oil for, is a binder to keep the seasoning on the salmon. It's not used to fry the fish or anything like that. We're just using it as a binder. So once you get this all nice and oiled up, we're going to use the seasoning. Salt and pepper. You know what? I need more seasoning than that. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. You want to make sure that this fish is nice and seasoned all the way through, because you want that flavor through every piece of the fish as you bite into it. All right, now that we're done with that, let me wash my hands off. We're gonna put this in a pan and we're gonna put the marinade on it. All right, we'll go ahead and put this marinade on here. Move that out the way. Lay the fish in there. We're going to drizzle this marinade over top of the fish.
I was down to talk to my doctor about this. Shit, we can get groceries delivered the same day. Plus, time back to the community. Whatever's on your list, the shoppers can pick the best of every bunch. 14-day free trial of the
Spoon. You want to make sure that that fish is marinated completely. You want that salt, that honey, glaze, garlic sauce all over the fish, because that's what you want to taste. Yeah, that's the meal. Honey glazed salmon. So we're gonna cover this up, put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna let it sit out for about 10 minutes so it can get back to room temperature, because you want it to cook evenly all the way through. And then once we're done, we're gonna see how it turns out. Be back once I finish letting it marinate. Okay, as you can see, it's been 30 minutes and I didn't let it sit out for 15 minutes to get back to room temperature. So let's see how it looks. All right. Go ahead. Glaze over top. All right. We're gonna put this in the oven on boil for 10 minutes. Check it and base it, and then we're gonna put it back in for another 5 minutes. So I'll be back after the first 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Let's take it out and glaze the salmon. We're gonna baste this salmon. We're gonna put it back in for another 5 minutes. But it's just about done and it's coming out perfect. We're gonna put it back in for another 5 minutes, and then it will be all done. Okay, the last 5 minutes is up. Let's go ahead and take it out. As you can see, the salmon is looking nice and delicious. We're gonna let it sit for a couple of seconds before I move it. I gotta make a plate for my wife. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to go ahead and cool for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and get my wife's plate together. This is the main reason why I was making this meal. And as you can see, I made some brown rice, some spinach to go with it. This is a little bit of garlic butter I'm gonna put over top of her rice and the spinach. We'll go ahead and get the salmon out. Oh, here we go. This over to the side. Drizzle a little more of this glaze over top of it. And there you have it, folks. Honey glazed garlic salmon with brown rice and spinach. Y'all make this at home. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me how it turned out for you. Tell me what you think.